Greetings, I'm Jonathan Spear. Alloy smelters will one day be unbearably slow, and welcome to Age of Engineering Supershorts. I've still been getting drones from my bees, while I work on several more machine chassis, 7 basic capacitors. While I wait for my sea door, I think it's about time I make an Ender IO building. And I'll make it right here. That is an enormous ravine. Behold the finished product. This is the room where I wanted the most focus on metal. There's iron blocks, steel blocks, tin blocks, black concrete, black lamps, black stablestone, Tyrian, and there's actually an awful lot of black. But I think it's a pretty good room, all things considered. So, now back to your irregularly scheduled survival. Before I go mining again, let's upgrade my bag. A reinforced chest should look good in the Ender IO room. Doesn't store all that much though. Now this room is complete. Until I get Ender IO conduits to get power working properly, I'll just use relays. Let's get an alloy smelter first, and for now we'll just stick it right here. Our first tier of power conduits will require 3 conductive iron, but we'll make 9. 4 CF powder, wood pulp, which comes from a carpenter, a bunch of binder composite, and a whole bunch of conduit binder. 16 energy conduits. This is better. Let's also get a sag mill. I have just noticed an enormous failure in my peaceful pack recipes. The slice and splice requires heads, which you get from the slice and splice, which is just an absolutely horrible mistake that I now have to correct. First, I need a recipe for the drop of evil, which is required to make the zombie head. I'll make a bunch of lunar reactive dust, and a solarium block, and once these are done I'll make moonstones. 2 moonstones. I'm so desperate I use coal to make these diamonds. Let's go with 4 ender pearls, but to get gas tiers we need demon ingots. To get demon ingots, you surround a pit of lava in nether brick, and throw the gold into the lava. 4 demon ingots and moonstone makes gas tiers. This will be kind of a gating recipe. It'll only make a head, 2 iron axes, 2 shears, and finally a slice and splice. 1 clay makes 2 clay dust, 4 clay dust makes silicon dioxide in a thermal centrifuge, and in a centrifuge, silicon dioxide makes 4 silicon. 5 electrical steel, an experience rod, an experience obelisk, which stores XP, and a painting machine, which paints travel anchors, glowstone, conduit facades, and other Ender IO blocks. 18 energetic alloys. This took forever. You might be able to guess what I'm making. 6 vibrant alloys, 12 basic capacitors, 6 double layer capacitors, and 3 octadic capacitors. Don't expect consistency when I pronounce this word, please. You can right click on a machine with an octadic capacitor in order to install it, or you can just put it right here. It makes processing time significantly faster by increasing the speed at which octadic capacitors are created, by increasing the power requirements. And that's it for today's episode. Yes, I know that was really short. But if I want to accomplish my plans for the next episode, I have a lot of crafting to do. So I might as well just set this out now, and we'll see when I get the next one up. If you really want to know what I'm going to do, it looks like this. And it's going to take a while. As always, if you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. I hope you enjoyed.